YouTube, I'm back again with another video. I'm going to be doing a Katakuri yellow deck profile post OP08 with the new cards I got from the starter deck, and as well as the new alternate art, or I mean like new artwork for Katakuri as my leader. And I'm sure you guys are familiar with most of the cards, but some of the cards you might not be too sure of. But either way, I'm going to go follow through and let us proceed. Obviously, we're maxing out on Flampe. Again, she's a 2k counter. On play, you get to check the top or bottom of your life area and then add one of those life cards and you draw a card. We're still maxing out on the 3 cost blocker Brule, mainly because she has a trigger effect which you can literally play for free. On top of that, she's a blocker. Obviously, you gotta max out on the Charlotte Pudding starter because again, she's a 1 cost. On play, you look at the top 4 and you add one of them that happens to be either a Big Mom Pirates card or a Sanji card. Similar with Perospero, but he has a trigger where you can discard, trash one from hand, you play it. But on KOs, that you get to look at the top 3, you get to add one Big Mom Pirates card from one of those 3 to your hand. We're also playing a play set of 4 cost Sanji blocker, which has a trigger again similar to Perospero. We're also maxing out on Frankie, which also has a trigger, but you basically draw a card, and if you have 1 or less life, you get to play this card. On top of that, he's a 2k counter. Another 2k counter max out on Satori. Again, I feel this card's very flexible because you can pitch it anytime it's been hit from your life, as in you get to play the card. For Kikunojo, I feel like there's really not too much to explain about this card. Again, on KO, if your opponent's 3 or less life, you get to add 1 card from the top of your main deck to your life area. But if your opponent has 3 or less life, you get to play this card for free on trigger. So one of the new cards I'm going to introduce, we have the 5 cost blocker Charlotte Katakuri. I feel like 2 is fine the way it is since we already have enough blockers, and we're not really running too many events, as you can tell. But usually what happens is that not only is he a blocker, you may turn 1 card from the top of your life cards face up, give up to 1 Rest of Dawn card to your leader or one of your characters. So I don't think it's until the end of the turn. I think it remains face up before it gets touched. So yeah, basically you get your leader or your characters get an extra power up, but it helps just in case you want to actually determine game here, or you just want to outright deplete your opponent's life. But sometimes again you can literally abuse that using Katakuri's ability, your leader. Not only you get to look at the top of your life, you can literally fix that card as to why we're playing. So once you see what's on top of your life, you can decide with your leader whether you want to put it back on top or you put them up. So it lets you determine your life area, how you want to put them in any order. So it gives you an idea what's on the top of your life. But that's only if you rest some when you're gone. So, and also we're playing the new Big Mom from ST20. Her on play may not be strong, but just in case, again, it just forces your opponent to either trash 1 card from the top of their life card, or if not, it's even incredible. It forces them to get rid of 2 cards from their hand. So this is mainly just there, just in case if I notice my opponent has too many counters in hand, and they're trying to make the most out of it. Although you gotta pitch 1 from your hand, it helps just to put you in a position where you can overwhelm your opponent and hit them for more, and then they won't be able to dodge. Also, we're playing 2 NL. I feel comfortable playing this card simply because the card has rush, and he, again, although you probably won't use his ability where once per turn, if he were to be KO'd, you trash 1 from the top of your life. And although it may not entirely benefit the deck, it's mainly for the late game, but like as well as having a high end afterwards. But so the moment you have a bunch of big boards, you want to close the game out as quickly as possible. So having two can help in that scenario. Obviously, we're maxed out on the big moms. No, not really much to say. On play, your opponent decides whether they want to trash a life or give you one life. This is in the same one from ST07. Again, it's a 7 cost. It has 8k power for those who are not familiar. And obviously, you got no exception. You guys, you got to max on the 10 cost. Big Mom again has 12k power. Her ability on play, if you control leaders, it was a Big Mom Pirates card. You gain a life, and your opponent trashes one life. Another new addition to this deck, we're actually maxing out You're the One Who Should Disappear again. What makes the card very powerful? It's a 0 cost, as well it gives you extra counters. So basically, you trash one from your hand, one of your leader or character cards gains 3,000 power during that battle. But on top of that, if you have 0 life cards, you may add 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life cards, then trash 1 card from your hand. So you may not do it that often simply because it requires you to have like 0 life. But this helps late game too. If you know your opponent probably just has one attack left, it's best to do it so you can close out the duel. But there are some things where some people are suggesting whether I play Onami, probably play less blockers, and maybe include the Datsus and stuff. But my only thing is, or then the 2K beige, my only thing is like, it all depends on your playstyle. Like I wish I could include the beige or the the Nami from OP08, because I do know for a fact that the Nami from OP08 on trigger you get to trash one, and you get to like KO one of your characters that costs powerless, and if you have 3 or less cards in hand, you draw a card. As well as beige on trigger, although it maybe a 2 counter, it only has like 3k power. You can select 1 character your opponent controls. It cannot attack that turn. And I don't think those cards are bad. I just don't think I have the room for it. So I'm trying to basically have the opportunity to swim as much as I can and use very like strong effects where I can actually outright play the characters. So I feel like I benefit more as well as not only having a flexible deck, not only being able to defend myself, but being able to attack if I feel like the game is going out of hand. So I want to be able to play a deck where I feel like the cards can help me in favor of me. And that's the whole point of my playstyle. And I wish I had a space for those cards, but I'm not too sure how they'll work out at the end of the day, you guys. But overall, I feel like I said enough, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to check for more upcoming content later in the future. Be sure to check your notifications. Comment, like, subscribe. Thank you. Sorry. Comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.